anxious. I don't wanna be stuck in my room. Posted up on Insta and Twitter, stuck with us. Don't want to assume that you're trifling, that you talk to other women. Baby, let's pretend that you own me like sativa. Go make love again. Still remember all the details in remembrance. Gripping all over my mind from there. You got me going crazy. It's nothing what it's supposed to be. True colors showing red. And when I leave, I know that you'll be missing me. All your adventures, I don't wanna be stuck in my room. Posted up on Insta and Twitter, stuck with us. Don't want to assume that you're trifling, that you talk to other women. Baby, let's pretend that you own me like sativa. Go make love again.
Hey guys, Lynn Kato here with Everyday People, the Utah Pacifica chapter, along here with my amazing co-host.
Crystal Tapala. Hello.
Yes, so we just want to once again apologize for our technical difficulties that we had yesterday, but today we have Wela Nifo that's going to be back here to join us, along with Yadha the Great, who will be here telling us about her show tonight. But first, we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the events that are going to take place that are coming up. Crystal, what we got?
Okay, so the first one is going on today. It's the Community Resource Fair being thrown by the National Tongan American Society, and that is running from 10, so from right now until 2 p.m. And that is in Murray. We will have a flyer posted up there for you. But if you're looking to file citizenship applications or get some help like that with Medicare and other things, then you can definitely check that out.
And they also do like wellness checks as well. But I think
Yes.
this is going to be a very, very important event that everybody in the Pacific Islander community should probably go check out. And it's only happening today. It's going to help you with your naturalization paperwork and with everything that's going on in the world today. And we all know what I'm speaking of. As we see it all over social media, you know, everyone will be affected, no matter what political side you stand on. But again, all we can do is just be there for one another, help each other out, and make sure that we have the right resources and tools to make sure that we are taking care of one another.
Yes, so if you're afraid or if you have some questions that you need to be answered, maybe go there and look for some help.
Yes, and then you will also see this flyer that Cindy will be posting on our social media and during this podcast. But definitely at least screenshot it and maybe send it to somebody that might need it. But you guys, let's just remember, be kind and kind of just help each other out. But we have another event that's going to take place tonight. Is it Saturday?
Yes. Yadha the Great's listening party is going to be at ONE LOVE Kava Lounge.
Yes.
From 9 to 12. So cost for that, all you can drink kava is $30, but if you're just going there and you're not drinking kava, it's $15.
Oh, wow. Okay. But if you haven't been down to ONE LOVE Kava Lounge, you need to check him out. It's on 7136 South Redwood Road, and it's going to be right next to the ONE LOVE Tattoo Parlor.
Yes.
Parlor. Did I just say parlor?
Parlor.
Tattoo Studio is what. No, but yes, that's going to take place tonight. So we're going to hear from Yadha the Great as soon as she gets here on our next segment. I have never heard her before, but just listening to her on our social media that Cindy's put up, wow. I mean, the talent that our younger generation has is amazing. So I'm kind of really excited to listen how she got her stardom.
Yeah, hear her story. That's great.
But I think that's only 3 main events that we want to discuss. Oh, but the event that's going to happen on the January 28th.
Yes, the PBS event,
Yes.
How American is American
Thank
Samoa. Make sure you get your RSVP in. The information will be posted for you. You do want to RSVP because they are going to have food and, you know, they're going to be answering questions.
And dancing.
So it's a whole event. It's free. So come out there and support it. Buddha's going to be the MC, so you know it's going to be good.
And who doesn't want to go see Big Buddha while he MCs? He's amazing. He just had a huge event with 92.5 out in Ogden the other day. It was amazing. You probably already all saw it over social media, but we're excited to be part of that team. We're excited to bring you all the information that you need, along with all the great information from the amazing guests that we've had on the show. But our first amazing guest that once we come back, are we going to take a break or are we going to go right into it? So we're going to go ahead and bring our first guest, well, I guess our guest and a half from yesterday. So everybody out there, don't hate on us. We are trying. We're trying.
Yes, so he can discuss this event that's coming up next week as well, the Empowerment Circle. So we have Wela
everybody.
Nifo.
Yes, let's bring up Wela Nifo. Wela, welcome back.
Hello, Wela.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you.
I can't hear him.
It's good to be back.
Okay, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh,
Thank
well,
you.
Okay,
thank
awesome.
you, thank you, thank you for taking your time out of your very, very busy day. Again, if everybody does not know who Wela Nifo is, he is one of the founders of the Empowerment Circle. You know, so it's a men's empowerment circle that he discussed with us yesterday. But since we were having the technical difficulties, we thought that it was very, very important that we bring him back on the show this morning to kind of discuss what this conference, what it looks like, what it's all about, what separates this men's empowerment group. Sets them aside from everybody else.
Yes.
So go ahead, Wela, kind of introduce yourself, where you come from, who your family is, and how you got here.
Yeah, so thank you, Lynn. So my name is Wela Nifo, or AKA Robbie Wells on my Facebook. Born and raised in Southern California, moved here to Utah about maybe like 20 years ago, and just been here in Salt Lake area, West Valley, and we currently live in Lehigh. Married for about 20 years now, 20 years this year, and we share 5 beautiful children. Like I said, the oldest is 19. She's in college, and we have a 1 year old who turns one tomorrow. And so in between that, we have one girl, Brazil, and two other boys, 5 and 2. So,
Wow.
and how I got here, yeah. So it's fun.
Busy man, you're a busy man.
Yeah,
At least
yeah.
for the next 18 years, you're still gonna be busy.
Yeah, don't remind me. Um, but for the past couple of years, I've been in sales. I've been fortunate enough to have some really good people in my life as mentors who have taught me a great deal of how the mind works, and the value that we carry as people, right? And how we have so much greatness inside of us. And so and I've had my own ups and downs, my own personal struggles with my health, and losing my dad, and all those integral parts of my story has played an important part in terms of how I arrived at this place. And so I'm just taking everything that I've gone through, all these experiences of life, and just trying to put that in story form to help empower, but also give hope back to those who might be feeling hopeless now because they're going through a dark time, and they just don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm just here to say there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that and you don't have to struggle alone, that we can do it together as a community and help one another to push one another forward. And here I am.
I love it. I think it's kind of hard, like, trying to help people who don't want to be helped. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm not saying that there's not hope for them, but you cannot help somebody who's not prepared and ready mentally to take on that challenge, to fight those inner demons that we've had. And one thing that I really, really enjoyed about our conversation yesterday, that not everybody was able to listen to, is we got the women's perspective on it. On the conference, we got Aretta's perspective, we got Crystal's perspective. So kind of like, let's talk about that real quick, just kind of get that out there, because there's two sides to everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So without this conference, I mean, we kind of discussed yesterday, like, the wife and the women play a role in it, because you were saying like the women don't touch enough, or like are affectionate.
Yeah, I feel like with the men's empowerment group, I first was like, what do we need to empower you with? But when I was listening
as her eyes fluttered when she said that.
But as I was listening to what you were saying, I do also understand that perspective of like women freely give love to each other all the time. We're leaning on each other, we're kind to each other, we're sharing stories. We're always embracing each other. And I feel like affection affects people. Like, when you're not affectionate with people, some people lose a little bit of something. You know what I mean? They kind of are craving that. And some men don't get that because we want them to be masculine. We want them to be strong and all that. But we don't realize, I mean, when they're younger, mothers are, loving them and giving them that. And then as they get older, they're expected to not need that anymore. And I feel like that also kind of leads into men thinking they also don't need help if it's mental. If it's something that they're struggling with, they feel like they have to be strong by themselves, and I can see that. So I'm appreciative that you guys have a group there, especially for our Polynesian men, only because, that's all the men in my life. So anyways, sorry. I don't know why
So
I'm
true.
emotional about it.
No, see, that's
Love
what it's
that.
all about. Because I think that when we're having these types of discussions, and then we're not like putting blame anywhere or pointing fingers anywhere, but we all take responsibility in something. But I think that's what you're doing with your empowerment circle, is you guys are going to be touching base on all those really, really important topics. And like you were saying yesterday, or we were saying yesterday, Areta, or someone saying that the wife wanted to go with them to your conference,
To
and if
make
it
sure
was
they go.
to make sure they go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
kind of like
No,
yeah.
that's
even
true.
with what Areta was saying yesterday, how they were trying to make a program for the young boys in school so that they were, getting kind of mentoring and getting help, when they had their struggles. So I guess we kind of always look at women and, our things, but yeah, I can see how men aren't getting as much attention in those ways as women are and how much they may need it, or at least an open door to feel comfortable to get it. So, I mean, it's great.
Hmm.
See, Wella, you got her all emotional over here.
I'm all emotional now.
No,
What?
that's good.
So kind of tell us, kind of let everybody know, like kind of give it the breakdown, how it became about. I know it's 8 weeks, and kind of just explain that, and then like why you have such a passion for this.
Really, it just comes from my own dark places that I've been through in life, and how I would have never been able to make it past those moments if it were not for my group of men, my group of friends who I leaned upon during those times, because there was no way me by myself would have made it through those dark moments. So one of those times was when I lost my dad. I never lost someone so close to me so fast. My health. So a couple of years ago, I had a really bad quadruple bypass surgery, which left me broken, because you can imagine the anxiety, the fear of dying.
Mm.
So coming so close to death, I mean, it does something to you. And if it were not for people in my life, mostly men who were there for me, gave me blessings, gave me encouragement, gave me words of empowerment, I promise you I would not be here, because there were so many times in those moments where I did turn to food as a comfort. I did turn, and there was a moment, like I said yesterday, where suicide did cross my mind, and the first thought that I felt, or the first feeling, was relief from all this torment. And it was a good brother who helped me so much during that time. And so that is where all this comes from. Is I know men are going through it. I know they are struggling, because like I said yesterday, it is hard for Polynesian men, or men in general, to go to another man and say, hey, I need help financially, can you help me mentally or emotionally? We don't do that, because we're conditioned from such a young age to keep weakness, right? Any form of weakness, any form of vulnerability inside. And so we keep that inside of us all our lives as we're growing up. And that's why it's so hard for us to be vulnerable with other people. And so that's why I feel like, I'm speaking for myself, why I turn to food as to numb that pain, or to feel good about myself, or to escape the pain of it all. And I can see where other men, they turn to other addictions, whatever those addictions may be. And I think that's unhealthy. I think there needs to be a safe space, where men can come together, who are just like you and I, and work on bringing those walls down, and then having healthy conversations and connections. And there has to be some sort of help there to lead them in whatever that next step is. And for me, Lynn and Crystal, I think a huge part of my ability to overcome those dark spaces was my health, was taking care of the inner self, my health, and just seeing progress over time, which gave me confidence, which gave me the power, the hope that I needed to really build a solid life, right, from the foundation, from the inside out. And so that's why I'm so passionate about this, and I want to help men who want to be helped. Like you said, I love that. But there's a quote that I love that says something like this: when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So we go through these things in life, and we're meant to go through those things, right? Whether it's good or bad, negative, positive, they all lead us to this point where we are right now in our journey. And because there's an unfolding, right? And if we trust everything that has happened in our life, and understand that we were meant to go through that, so it can bring us to this moment, then I think we can find empowerment right now and stop trusting. I mean, to really trust beyond what we see, to see beyond the horizon. Because, I mean, I'm of the belief if we trust everything based on only what we see, then we're always living in lack. And if we're living in lack, we're already losing the battle, which so many of our people are, right? Because we're not able to see beyond the moment of what we see. And so
Right, I love the
that's
passion
kind
that
of
you
my spiel.
have. You can totally feel and see the passion. Like even watching through all your social media, I mean, just the videos that you post, you can see the love that you have and the passion of what you're doing. You lost over 100 pounds, but we saw there. I'm sure that was
That's
quite
huge.
the journey and such a huge. And one
Huge
thing I wanted to talk about real quick, you have you saying what younger. We're so conditioned as young men. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to figure out as I'm learning as a 47-year-old man now, I do struggle with that. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of us Polynesian men, we deal with it growing up, but we don't know what that feeling is inside
Right.
until we get older. So what you're doing now is you're breaking that cycle and you're kind of opening the hearts and minds of other Pacific Islander men and women. You know what I mean? Look, we have her in
Yep.
tears. You know, just because these are strong, important conversations that we need to have. You know, so I love that you're trying to break that cycle. We discussed yesterday that representation does matter. So you see other Polynesian men see you, amazing men up there, giving them the right resources and tools to kind of help build a new path and break the cycle for their younger generation.
Right, and also still coming from that same cultural background and understanding, which is different from other men's empowerment group because, like we said yesterday, being Polynesian, the way we are is very specific. Like we are all very similar, in a lot of sense. And so having someone that has that same background as us would be more touching in my eyes to see that, making people feel comfortable to, these men that are doing these great things are comfortable to be vulnerable and seek help and seek the things that make them better. And yeah, so I think that is really important
Right.
for our community to see that.
And you said how long is this program or this conference?
So this conference is, or this event, it's from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's only 2 hours, really short and sweet. But we wanted to make sure that those 2 hours were filled with impact, right? And so that's why we kind of wanted more of a Polynesian vibe. So we have the kava, we have the DJ bags, we have a lineup of all Polynesian men who have gone through it, but also they just want to share their story with passion and love. And just it's gonna be a cool setting, right? We have some vendors, we have food over there, and so we're just trying to have that energy, but
Right.
also that relaxed vibe, and
And I
just we
love
just
that
want
the environment that you're
yeah,
creating
fun.
there is
Is also
already
comfortable.
something comfortable and comforting for our Polynesian men. They go kava anyways, but
Right.
now you're giving us space to talk. You know, even if they're just there listening, that's you're doing your
Getting the
job.
conversation
It's getting
going
that
in their
conversation
head
going,
as
right?
well, yeah. And sometimes that's all you
Yep.
need is for them to be thinking about those things, for them to slowly start taking action on it. So
Who else is
Right,
part of?
right.
So who else is on your team that's like making this come to life?
So there's a company called Anava Productions. It's an all women company, and they are doing all the production from the marketing to production to sponsorships, and so they've been doing a really
Did you say
wonderful
all
job.
women production?
All women
Oh,
production
shout
company.
of
We
out
are
course,
to
so
the
all the
excited.
women.
women empowering the men's empowerment. I
Okay,
love
Yes,
always
look
have a
them
good
up.
lady behind the man.
it.
So we.
Yep, that's awesome.
Yeah, can't do it without them. Can't do it without the women. So yeah, they've been running the whole show behind the scenes, and they've been doing a wonderful job. Uh, and so again, we have a coach who is uh, coach. He's coming down from California. We have Big Dave. He will be all sharing
Yeah.
his story of his comeback and how he found healing within a group of he was working with back in California. And we have myself talking about my journey and trying to instill certain principles of success that I have picked up along the way and hope it can, and delivering it all Polynesian, right? With a little bit of humor, a little bit of
We know the
sarcasm.
humor. We
But,
love to laugh, even
yeah,
when no one says a joke.
so yeah, it's gonna be super fun. The one thing that we wanted to make sure and it was because when you go to these events, it feels like a conference. It feels like too, professional, but also just too serious. So we want to keep that element, but also make it fun, lighthearted,
Yeah.
and just vibrant. Was
I
kind of
love
the
the word
vision we had
vibrant.
for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and take a real quick break. We're going to get one song in here real quick from Yadha the Great, and then we're going to bring you back on if you have time. Oh, just kidding. Anyways, so if you would like to go ahead and kind of just give us a plug for the empowerment, where people can follow you on social media, a little bit more about the event, how much it's going to cost, and just any other details, and another motivational, inspirational quote that you've been sharing with us yesterday and today, before we say goodbye, and then we'll let Crystal follow up.
Awesome. No, thank you, man. Appreciate you. No, thank you guys for having me come on today. So the event is next week, Thursday, January 30th, 7 p.m. here in Sandy, Utah, at the Larry H. Miller Business Conference Center. You can follow me on Facebook as Robbie Wells, or on Instagram, D Robbie Wells, and in the link in my bio, you always find the link to the Eventbrite. It's only $20, but for every ticket purchase, you also get a $20 gift certificate to Browser Grill. I don't know if you guys ever tried Brazilian barbecue, but
Oh,
those
yes.
guys are awesome.
If
Yes,
there's
so
meat, we're there.
yes, yeah, carnivore
That's in
diet,
my
right? And so
cabalo, is all the rodizio, all the Brazilian foods.
yes, so that's a cool promotion we had. So they're a big sponsor of ours. So every ticket you get a $20 gift certificate to Browser Grill. And we have kava served all night, and we're gonna have some good music. We have a live DJ with the uh, great MC as well, and so it's gonna be fun. Bring all your brothers, cousins, all the aunties and grandmas and moms. Bring your husbands, bring your sons, because I'm telling you, this can transform lives just based on what we share. But also, you're not only are you gonna get the tools, the strategies, but more important, like I said, it's the community that we're gonna build. Because this is great, this event that we're putting on, but the real work happens when we turn the lights off and we go home, right?
Right.
So for me, what I care most about is the follow up and creating something where men can take what we learn and how are we going to implement this? And so we have some things lined up where we can help men take home what they learn and put that in a plan and be able to execute that. So they're able to really transform, right? Because we really care about that. And so, but make sure you guys come and show up, and we'd love to meet everyone down there next week, Thursday, 7 p.m.
Well, we're so excited to have you. Thank you so much for joining us again today, this Saturday morning. Again,
Yes.
yesterday we had great conversation, but we thought that it was very, very important to bring you back on so everyone can hear
Hear
this
it.
message, right?
Yes.
And so you can make Crystal cry.
So I can cry ugly on TV. That's great.
All right, so we just want to go ahead and thank everybody for watching us today on Everyday People of the Utah Pacifica chapter with myself and Crystal. But we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to Wela Nipo. Make sure that you follow him on his social media platforms that he just announced. It's going to be a great program. It's going to be a great message. Again, it's all about representation, to kind of go there to see our own people up there. And I only say this because there was a mental health panel that they had last week. Speaking towards the Pacific Islander people, but not one Pacific Islander was on that panel. So it's just one of those things that if they're not going to do the work for us, we need to do the work ourselves and kind of take care of our own people. Sucks to have that mindset, but we need to, Because
Yes.
we're the ones that know the struggles that we've gone through the Polynesian cultures, the differences, death, everything. We handle things differently. So I'm so grateful that you were on the show today with us. But
Yes,
Wela,
thank you for coming back.
thank you for being with us.
Thank
Wela.
you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Keep
Awesome.
doing this
Thank you,
good work.
Willa. Again, everybody, we're going to go
Bye.
ahead and take a quick break. Up next, we're going to bring Patrick Becker on with us. He's here with us from Preservation, Utah. Again, make sure that you guys are out there going checking out the Nipo, or Wela Nipo's page. All right, guys, we will see you guys in just a moment.
Bye.
So, why were you 2 minutes late?
She made 2 minutes.
2 minutes. It usually takes you like 17 minutes to come home. It took you 19 minutes today.
You really tripping off 2 minutes?
What were you doing with those 2 minutes?
Came straight home. We do this every night. Can I just go to sleep, please?
Yeah, sure. Go to sleep. Sweet dreams.
Taxi life, taxi life, taxi life.
welcome back to Everyday People. I am Crystal Dalfalele.
And
this
I'm
is
Lynn
my-
Katoa.
And we are back with our lovely guest, Mr. Patrick Becker, who is the board chair for Preservation Utah. Welcome, Patrick.
Thank you. It's
Thank
good
you
to
for
be here.
being here.
I think I might know this guy.
You might know him.
Just a little bit. I think just a little bit. He put a ring on it.
So our special guest today is also the husband of our co-host.
Yes.
So Patrick,
Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing, honey?
I'm good.
All right, so if anybody doesn't know Patrick Becker, he is my husband. I love him very, very much. But he is now the board chair of Preservation Utah, and he is all about preserving everything and anything they can here in Salt Lake City. He used to be in Utah.
Utah, statewide.
So I'm gonna let you finish that. Kind of give us the background how you got into preservation, because I know you have a long story because you've lived everywhere, and how you ended up in Salt Lake, and how you became the board chair of Preservation Utah.
I have always had an interest in history and building, so preservation was something that I kind of naturally fell into. Mostly got involved in Las Vegas when I lived there for 14 years. People don't think of preservation with Las Vegas, but there's a big movement in preserving the mid-century architecture and the history there. I came to Utah about 3 years ago because somebody proposed to me. So I have been
You're
here.
welcome. You're welcome.
I've been here almost 3 years, and when I came here, I wanted to get involved in preservation as well. So I found Preservation Utah. It is the oldest statewide preservation organization west of the Mississippi, founded in 1966.
wow.
Wow.
So we are getting ready for our 60th anniversary next year. Very excited about that. I've recently elevated to board chair last month.
Nice.
So proud of him.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's huge.
It's exciting. A little daunting, but very exciting. We have a relatively new executive director. She's been in place for almost 2 years, and she is just a ball of energy, and she's been doing so much. We're very excited to have her. We've got lots of events that are coming up this year. We will be doing, for the first time, we will be doing a drag bingo fundraiser on April 4th.
Oh, that's fun.
With the Matrons of Mayhem. So shout out to the Matrons of Mayhem.
Yes. It is going to be a really exciting event, and one of the things that our executive director wants to do is make sure that we're preserving history for everyone in Utah. And this is a way of tying into the LGBTQ community. And we will also be springboarding into a lecture in May for drag history in Utah, which goes back to, I believe, 1875.
Wow.
Which is kind of surprising that
Right.
it's been around that long in Utah.
I mean, at least it's been long since Brigham Young's son, right?
That's, I believe, the first
Facts,
one we
I'm
have.
just saying.
Yes, it is. That is,
Wow.
I believe, the
We're
1875.
learning things every
Right.
day.
Yeah. So we've got that exciting event coming up April 4th at 7 p.m. with the Matrons of Mayhem. Very exciting time that's going to be, and it's going to have an open bar. So
Right. And
That's
who's
gonna
the
be
who's
very
the
exciting.
who's the hot bartender for
we,
that
we
event?
have a great,
Ooh.
sexy bartender that's over here on the right.
I think he might be
Nice,
talking about me.
nice.
Yeah. So look for announcements on that. We also have.
Well, where is it?
It will be at Memorial House in Memory Grove. That is a facility that we manage, and so we're able to use that. And
And it's a beautiful,
Beautiful
beautiful space. If
facility.
you have not had a chance to go check it out.
Nice.
yeah, you should check that out. The park as well. We've got different events coming up. The Spring Homes Tour will be in May, and that will be one of our celebrity architects in Utah is Richard Kledding. You may not know his name, but you know his work because he designed the state capitol. That is his
Oh, wow.
most famous structure. But he has
Just something small on the hill.
Yeah,
Oh,
just-
you
the
know, that
Capitol
little
building.
that little dainty white column.
may have heard of it.
You may have seen it.
He did a ton of homes up in the avenues, and so we will
those
be
are
doing a
beautiful
Kledding tour. I did an initial walking tour. I got to go on that. It's just fascinating and beautiful. Lots of different homes. So look for that in May. We will be doing a fall homes tour in Fair Park.
I can't
that
wait for
will
that
be
one.
I believe it's in October. Last year we did Rose Park, which was just
Which I want to
fascinating.
talk about now that you brought that up. So if you live in Rose Park or are familiar with Rose Park the way I was growing up, didn't live there but was always there, Preservation had a Rose Park home tour, and it was so amazing. I did not even know half of the stuff, how the blocks were shaped into a rose, and the roofs were all red to see the rose, and all the other houses just had to be green.
In story.
In story.
We haven't been able to back that up.
Right,
as
but just like
fact,
kind of the history, the myth behind it, how the streets are curved into different
and all
flowers.
named after
Right.
versions of roses.
Oh wow!
Isn't that cool? And then that the whole
Yeah.
story goes back to Fair Park. So Fair Park, tell me if I'm wrong, where a guy walked into the grocery store, saw a bunch of beautiful roses, came up with that idea for Rose Park.
I'm trying to remember what it was called before Fair Park. It was Rose something.
It was Rose something, but that's how Rose Park became, because he saw roses and how beautiful they were growing. So he thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to develop, and it's going to be called Rose Park. And then they started naming all the streets different roses. And then
actually
they
cool.
found out, didn't Rose Park used to be a hot spring?
Yeah. And so was it sulfur and another mineral, I think, was there that are really strong for roses to grow.
And that's why they grew so
Wow.
well in
Yeah.
Rose Park.
That's
Isn't that
so
crazy?
cool. That's cool
Yeah.
to know that history. Like,
I know. And here I am. I
deep.
never used to be a history buff, and now I'm like,
right?
no, just kidding. Now I'm like, stop it. Stop it. No, but I'm like now a history person, and I'm having conversations with people, and I'm like, they should really preserve that.
Right.
And then I'm like, who the hell are you, Lynn?
So with those preservation tours, are you going into people's homes that people live in currently and
For-
touring that? Or?
For homes tours, yes.
But they
Yes,
volunteer
to do-
their home.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
they-
so
we-
that people can see it, the history of it.
Yes.
Wow.
There may be a combination of some walking for the Cletting tour. There may be some walking where you can see, because there's probably 20 Cletting
So it's whole
homes.
neighborhoods that
Yeah.
you're
Oh,
walking.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Fair
the-
Park, make sure you guys sign up for the Fair Park tour, especially if you live in the area and you're Polynesian or even Latino, anyone. It's such an amazing experience to know the area you live in. I bet you
Yeah.
the majority of people have no idea.
I don't even know where Fair Park is.
It's where Smith's on North Temple, where the
Oh,
fairgrounds
that's
is.
the name. Is
That's
Fair
Fair
Park. Okay. Well,
The
learn
more
something
we
every
know.
day. Cool.
Yeah, so that's going to be an exciting tour. We'll have lots of other things. One item that I would tell you to look for is the chapel in Memory Grove will be open for some tours as well. If you have never paid attention to it, there's a small little chapel with a bunch of, they're not grave markers, but they're like headstones. It is dedicated to all of the servicemen that were lost in the war but never found from Utah.
Wow.
And I think there's like 140 or so names up there.
So
But
it's just the stones to me.
yeah,
Oh.
because they were never found. The chapel was originally intended, it was donated by the parents of one of the missing soldiers. It
I
was
did not know
intended to
that.
be open 24 hours a day so that you could go into the chapel for reflection. There are 4 stained glass windows for each of the branches of the military. It's really beautiful, but it has to be locked up now, sadly. So we do open it periodically. Look for those, because it is just really cool to see that little chapel.
How do we get people involved? Like, how can they volunteer? Because I would love to see the Pacific Islander community get involved in these types of things, since we are living in these neighborhoods. Our parents have been here for decades and decades and decades. We need to show representation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and bring people to our neighborhoods.
And again, we want to preserve history for everyone in the state, and we want to preserve what's important to the people in the state.
We are part of history here in
yes.
Utah, so everyone needs to take note and help.
So preservationutah.org is our website. I would say go there for more information and contact us if you're interested in volunteering or want to bring something to our attention that needs some preservation. We are looking at things across the state. We're putting together our most endangered buildings list for this year. We had one from last year. I think we've lost a couple of those buildings since then. Things move very quickly when people want to destroy things, as we saw on Third West with the temple.
yes.
That they tried to sneak in a demolition on Easter Sunday. Thankfully,
Someone caught it real quick.
fortunately, but the front portion got demolished. But we do have somebody that is that owns it now that is putting that back. There was an event to sort bricks and save the bricks that could be used. I mean,
That's
there's all sorts of ways to get involved and do things.
I would have gone, but I was too busy volunteering at the Rose Park House tour.
Yeah, it was that morning. Yeah. We did try. We worked very hard to try to save West High. That did not
Amen to that.
work as we had hoped, but our efforts.
But Preservation Utah tried, and I know there were a lot of people that had come onto our show that were from West High and will continue to be on our show because they are pushing out great leaders. So they're very thankful for that. But Preservation Utah, they did try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they do try to get their hands dirty. They are there for the people, and they're just trying to preserve what we have. That's what's left.
And we really want to bring education and options to people. That's the point. We may not be able to save everything, but at least we can educate and give options on how you can. Privately owned buildings, we don't have a lot of control over that, but at least we can help them. A lot of times people think it just needs to be torn down. They don't know that there are options of things that could be done or ways that could be saved or grants that could be used to help fund it. So that's our purpose, is to bring that knowledge in.
Well, geez. Well, we love what you were doing. We love Preservation Utah. I especially love Preservation Utah, not only because you're my husband, but now it's kind of bringing light to my past, my history here. And now I'm starting to understand the importance of it. And I think that we all need to take note. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us before we take our break?
No, I didn't have my list of events with me to tell you.
But it's okay. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Not the hair.
You need to take your whip back home.
This is going home with me, okay? This is going home with me.
No, it isn't.
Leroy, did I say this was your whip, Leroy? Did Leroy say that was his whip? And
What?
I'm just like,
You can't take Leroy's whip.
oh, Cindy's whip. All right, well, on that note, no, but we're so thankful to have you, honey, on the show. And by the way, we love your pearls.
Thank you.
Love it.
You're looking great.
Thank you.
Again, if there's anything that everyday people, the Utah Pacifica chapter can do to help Preservation Utah, you know that we're always going to be there. We'd love to go to the events. Anything maybe the Planter Pop-Up can do. Anything that we can all be involved.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many resources that we can bring that can help do whatever we need to do.
Thank you. We just
That's
want to
awesome.
preserve structures and stories. Those are two things that are very important for us.
And we all love to tell a story.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
And then we will be back with Yadha the Great.
So go ahead and check out this next video. And again, make sure that you guys are checking our social media for all the events that we discussed earlier, the NTAS, which is a very, very important event.
Still going on till 2.
Right, till 2?
Yes.
All right, so check out that flyer, and we will see you guys in a minute.
It is so cold. What is this feeling? I feel so alone, surrounded by the people I love. It is so. Why can't I feel sun rays on a warm day? I'm having too many off days, not sure what I want. Try to tell myself to stop. People start to notice that I'm not okay. No, I'm not okay. Fake it till we make it. Why is it so hard to put on a
bang. I'm still boys for me.
Oh, it's okay if you can sit down and talk.
No, man, I gotta go. You see my phone?
It'll be real quick.
I don't know what I'm doing.
They can't wait.
phone?
Can you please just come sit down so
Oh,
we
man,
can
I
talk?
gotta go. I'm already late.
This is actually what I'm talking about.
What shit? What are you talking about? We could've talked all day. Now I'm about to leave. You wanna talk?
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Whatever.
What, man?
Nothing.
It's not nothing. What you want?
It's whatever, man.
Fuck, bro. You see my phone?
I have your phone.
Can I have my phone, please?
Who's Michelle?
Bro, can I have my phone?
Who's Michelle? Can you come sit down so we can
I
talk?
don't wanna talk. Can I have my phone?
Can we please
It's
just
my
talk?
fucking phone, bro.
Okay, go ahead. You can take your phone so you can go talk to Michelle.
What you go through my shit for? That's your problem. You
I
don't
don't
go
even
through my
know what you
shit.
want anymore.
I want you not to go through my shit. If I went through your shit, how you
If you
feel?
with Michelle, go
If I went through your stuff, how would you
If you
feel?
wanna
That's
be
what I'm
with
talking
Michelle,
about.
go
Man,
be
you
with
always on some
Michelle.
bullshit.
You're not gonna do
Man,
this.
fuck off, bro. I'm not
Disrespect me.
Alright, man, I'm out.
Okay.
It is so cold. What is this feeling? I feel so alone. Surrounded by the people.
Is this you? Oh, hey guys.
Welcome back.
to Everyday People of the Utah Pacifica chapter. My name is Lynn Cato, along here with my beautiful co-host.
I'm Crystal Tafalele, and our beautiful guest, Yadha.
Yadha the Great.
We're so excited to have you on the show. I know everybody's been looking at all of our social media and everything that we have reposted, reshared of your huge event tonight happening at One Love Kava Lounge, 7136 South Redwood, right next to One Love Tattoo. Yadha the Great, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, kind of fill us in, kind of introduce yourself to everybody, your background, where you come from, where you're living now, and how you just got here.
Okay. My name is Yadha the Great. I'm 26 years old. I'm single. I was just kidding.
What?
I'm
What?
single, okay?
I was just kidding.
This is not that
Always
show.
clever.
This is not that kind of show,
Sorry. I grew up in Bountiful, Utah. I went to Woods Cross, and music has always been around me. I think writing has also been the main component for wanting to do music. So yeah.
And
it's
I
a good thing you
apologize
have a
at first
voice,
when
too.
when we came in, and I kind of paused for a minute because that song.
Yeah.
And then I turn on like, holy shit, is that you? Girl, I'm like kind of a little starstruck right now. I have that on my playlist and I
Oh my
listen to it
gosh.
constantly. I
Without
cannot believe that was
realizing
you.
it's
Yeah, that's me.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Okay, I'm a little starstruck a little bit. You are amazing.
Thank you.
You are
Especially so
amazing,
young.
amazing.
That's so good.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry. I had
No,
to
you're
really
good.
intro. Go ahead, finish, girl.
Oh, I have nothing else to say.
No, so you grew up in Bountiful.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your ethnicity? What's your background?
Oh, I'm Samoan, full Samoan, and what
Go ahead, give us the village's last name because I'm related to you and I'm not Samoan. So everybody wants to know.
Oh, my mom's last name is Schwenke, and then my dad's
Oh.
Tapusoa, so I'm Tapusoa, Schwenke.
Okay, so you come from the
Moia'i.
family.
Yeah,
I
you have
love
common
it.
names too,
Yeah,
because
I
I've heard
do.
both families. All
I
right,
do.
That's cool.
So what got you into singing?
Singing, I think the people I used to kick it with, they were into music, and they were really good singers. I didn't really.
I cannot get over that was you.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little
You're
startled.
And
Go
she's
ahead.
over here like, yeah, they were really good singers. And
I was like-
were you not singing? That you were.
I wanted to be a rapper when I first.
I think we all wanted to be rappers.
No,
But then I'm
Right?
like,
All
go.
these moments, we are.
I was like, yeah, I wanted to, spit some bars, but no,
Okay.
yeah. I'm glad my parents shut that down. Yeah. So, shout out to them for shutting it down. But really, music, I just kind of picked it up when listening to my parents' music. They, like I said before, they listen to oldies and like 70s, 80s, like people back then. Angie Stone, she's like one of my
Oh,
biggest.
I love Andy.
She's
Stone.
one of my
Yes.
biggest like favorite artists like from back then. Like, and to this day, I still listen to her. But yeah,
And how old are you?
I'm 26.
So So young, and I love that is what your music inspiration was, is what your parents were listening to, and then a mix of all these genres.
Yeah.
Speaking to you earlier, I did ask you, like, what was your favorite genre that you like to sing in? Is there any?
It was R&B.
R&B?
R&B soul, yeah. That's definitely one I love to tap into. Especially, it's just kind of like a one-on-one reflection of myself.
Oh, yeah.
And with that version of myself, if that makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Also, way different from rapping.
Oh,
so that's good that you found yourself
I'm
there.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, Mom.
Thanks, parents, for helping guide her to find her. You know, but you got to go through those things. You literally got to try all the things so then you can see where you're fitting comfortably or where you may exceed and grow. And yeah, girl, just listening to your music, that's amazing.
Thank you.
I'm still in awe. Do you have any siblings?
I have 6. I'm the oldest of 7.
And do any of them sing?
They do. They're just kind of to themselves.
Shy.
Yeah, but when I'm with them, we'll sing together.
Do you ever plan or ever see like you doing a track with your siblings or anyone, or trying to bring them into the industry?
With my siblings, one day, I'll
awesome.
be able to.
You're
That's
like,
a
let
good
me lead the
example,
way
especially
first,
being-
right?
Yeah, exactly. Being older, letting them be comfortable and seeing you doing it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, we were talking about this being your show, and you have a whole lineup for you as well tonight for your listening party.
I do. Yes.
Let the people know.
Yeah, let us know who's in your lineup.
So I do have our background vocalist. Her name's Ofa. My really good friend Ofa. My good friend Jenny, and then Shane.
Oh, I love Shane.
Yeah, Shane's fire.
Really good.
I'm like, can you
He's
teach
always been
them?
able to
I'm like,
sing, right?
Can you
Yeah.
teach them, please? I'm like, but I love them. They have that input in what I'm trying to do with my whole song setup, and then I think the main it's just me. I was trying to get one of my other friends that I did a collab with last year called Temporary. Her name is Ivania. But she wasn't able to make it. But happy birthday to her.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah. But it's just me. The first song I'm doing is called Love Letters. I'm not sure if you heard it.
No, but can we hear it?
Yeah, if you could sing 4 sentences, that'd be good.
If you can sing a verse.
We'll also probably be able to get one on if you have a video. Do you have a music video for it?
I don't, but I just have the song out there. But on TikTok, it really went viral. So the first few lines, they used it as like a little trend, and it was pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah.
So cool, actually.
I don't know who exactly started it. I don't remember who.
But that has to feel amazing. It has to feel good.
I was shocked.
Yes.
I posted the song like a few months back. It's called Love Letters. Yeah. A few months back, and then all of a sudden I woke up the next day and like all my cousins are sending it to me, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? And like,
they're all to you.
Yeah, it was just all like going trending, like viral and everything. And
that's amazing.
Shout out to all the people that tag, these local artists, these young artists, because it really does get people out there so quickly with those trends, with those viral things that you can put out. Like, tag your people, shout them out, tag their music.
Might get the right
Use
person.
them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You might get the right person.
I love it.
Yeah, so I'm like, oof, damn.
And you have a whole band that's going to be playing for you?
Yeah, so it's a live band with
That's so
AJ in them,
cool.
and Jay, and I think his dad, and Clarendon. So they're gonna be playing the band. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, this sounds amazing.
If you don't got anything to do tonight, there's that listening party. Come out, drink some kava. $30 at the door to do all you can drink kava, or $15 if you're not drinking kava. And then you can hear great music and a live band.
Heck yeah. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick break because we're going to have her warm her voice up. Okay. We're going to go ahead and listen to the song that she was just talking about, Love Letters.
Yes.
So get to check that out, but make sure that you guys check out One Love Coffee Lounge next to One Love Tattoo on 7136 South Redwood Road. Live band, great music, Yadha the Great, great coffee, great kava. So we'll be right back.
Excuse me, Mr. Postman, can you do me a favor? Got this love letter, can you mail it on ASAP? Word from his mama, she say he got it all. That's word from his mama, I say fuck it, we ball. Stamped up in the corner, now I'm getting real nervous. Mr. Postman. just to rush to bed and prepare for tomorrow. I hope it's there by morning, gotta wake up real early. 'Cause I've been waiting for a long ass time for somebody that I could call mine. I'm ready now to give it out and to show you all my loving. Mr. Postman, wait, did he receive it? I can hardly wait. My heart is beating, let's just conversate and talk about these love letters, love letters. Mr. Postman, wait, did he receive it? I can hardly wait. My heart is beating, let's just conversate and talk about these love letters, love letters. We just got a letter, yeah, I just got his letter. No longer feeling blue, right now I feel magenta. Baby, you have no clue, I'm skimming through your letter. He says I'm feeling you, and now I'm feeling better. Shooting all across the sky, that's just where my man's at. You're the apple of my eye, remember when I said that? Can't believe I just knocked at my door. It's the postman who delivered them all. Mr. Postman, wait, did you receive it? I could hardly wait.
People of the Utah Pacifica chapter. My name is Lynn Catoy, here with my co-host.
Crystal Dalfalele and our beautiful guest.
Yadha the Great.
And yes, she is great. I'm still
She is
fangirling
great.
over her during the break because I cannot believe that I'm sitting here with you. I listened to that song nonstop. It is amazing. But, so Yadha the Great's going to go ahead and sing us how many lines?
I think we were agreeing on 5.
On 5?
I thought it was what?
One verse.
Oh, okay.
One verse. But before we get there, so Yadha the Great, again, she's going to be at One Love Kava Lounge tonight, 7136 South Redwood.
Her
Make sure
listening
you're there.
party.
Her listening party. But before she sings, I just want to know, where did you get the name Yadha the Great?
Yadha was just kind of the thing for my nephews. They couldn't pronounce my name, which is Jada.
Oh.
I love that.
So it transitioned to Yadha, and then now they call me Yaya. But
You're
yeah.
Yada the Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta tell them, look, I can't
Yeah.
keep changing my name.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, Auntie Yaya, and they're like, Auntie Yaya, and I was like, okay.
That's so
Oh,
cute.
that is
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah. And
So are
then-
you okay to sing us a verse?
Okay.
All right, guys. The moment I've been waiting for, like the past since I've known that was her in the background. Please do us the honor and sing us a little something.
Okay. I'll sing a little sample from Cold. That one hits home. I definitely get back into the feelings when I was writing it. So yeah.
So you write your own music?
Yeah, I do.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Singer, songwriter. I love it.
Thank you.
Our own Taylor Swift.
And this is Cold. Why can't I feel sun rays on a warm day? I'm having too many off days, not sure what I want. Try to tell myself to stop. People start to notice that I'm not okay. Fake it till we make it. Why is it so hard to put on a smile in a way for a while?
You're so good. I'm so excited for you tonight.
You are
Thank you.
so talented.
So
That is
talented.
amazing.
Thank you guys for having
Especially
me.
just pulling it out. I love that, man. Like no warm up, no nothing.
Oh,
She's like, just 5 sentences?
I prepped 10.
Before we go, so the song that I love that I have on my playlist, can you just sing us a little clip from that? The first song that she played. Cindy, what was the first song you played? Adventures.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I have to.
No,
just
you're
real
good.
quick. Just,
Adventures. Okay. Take me out to all your adventures. I don't wanna be stuck in my room. Posted up on Insta and Twitter. Stuck with that. Don't want to assume that you're trifling, that you talk to other women. Baby, let's pretend That you hold me like sativa, go make love again. Still remember all the details in remembrance, gripping all over my mindfulness.
Oh, yeah.
She was like a fangirling over this.
I am fangirling over here. I am loving it. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can like follow you on your social media, any platform, again, where they can see you tonight, and anything that you would like to share with our viewers.
You can find me anywhere on Instagram, TikTok. I don't have TikTok currently, but I will
Did
one
you
day.
delete it?
I deleted it. I know.
It's all
like,
good.
Somebody
It's all
got
good.
an iPhone with a
like-
TikTok on it.
I gotta ask my sister. Just kidding.
Lemonade is another great platform that TikTok
Oh,
does
okay,
too
yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
using now. You can also create your own videos and
Oh.
different layouts.
Oh, period. Oh, lemonade. And then you could just find me on Apple Music, all platforms. Yadha the Great. And see you guys tonight.
All right, thank you, Yadha. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. Just wrapping up with our events.
Yep.
Again, till 2 p.m., the National Tongan American Society is doing their community fair currently until 2 p.m.
Get there.
Get there as soon as you can. And then Men's Empowerment on the 30th, the Empowerment Circle.
Yes.
And then also the PBS, How
PBS
American.
Utah.
Yes, PBS Utah, How American is American Samoa on the 28th, which is next week
Yes.
Tuesday.
So and PBS Utah is going to be collaborating with us here at Everyday People, the Utah Pacifica chapter, as far as the live streaming goes. So we will be a part of it. We're grateful to be a part of it. Thank you for Buddha having us be a part of it. We're so happy that you were here today. Make sure
Thank
that
you,
you
Yadha.
catch all of our
It was
flyers
so
on our
great to
social
meet
media.
Thank you for having
And
me.
make sure you guys come see me at Manny, Salt Lake City, our neighborhood bar. I'm doing your karaoke. Tonight and tomorrow night's going to be 80s throwback, but make sure for one last month for PBS Utah, you need to RSVP.
Yes.
There's going to be amazing food, amazing live music,
So they need to know how many people are coming. So it doesn't matter how many you got. Check out the flyer and make sure you RSVP ASAP.
Because if you don't eat. All right, we love you guys, and again, thank you for joining us this Saturday morning, but you can catch us every Friday at 10 a.m. Everyday People, the Utah Pacifica chapter, with myself, Lynn Katoa, and
Crystal Tapalele. And thank you again, Yadha.
Yadha the Great.
all right, have a great weekend, be safe, and remember, New Year, same saying, be kind, and we love you guys.
Excuse me, Mr. Postman, can you do me a favor? Got this love letter, can you mail it on ASAP? Word from his mama, she say he got it all. That's word from his mama.